This TikTok ban got some people losing it, y'all. People are concerned because, a lot of people have created a whole business off of TikTok, and it's become a form of money for a lot of people, and they take care of their family. So people are nervous. Then on the flip side of that, you got a lot of people who are happy because they feel like the attention span of people have just completely diminished. So they feel like it's not really conducive to the growth of people. So you got those two sides, kind of the flip side of the coin. Now, I get it. There's a lot of people who they may feel like, all right, people aren't, it's trash pretty much. But if your algorithm is, say, educational, then there's a lot that you can learn from TikTok at the same time. I mean, President Trump, he said, TikTok's pretty much the reason that, or a big reason why he won his campaign. So with that being said, even just looking deeper into it, it says, so the January 19th deadline put 7 million U.S. small businesses in a tough spot. ByteDance must sell TikTok or shut down operations, threatening $24.2 billion in economic activity and reshaping how companies reach customers online. For business owners active on TikTok, posting content and connecting with buyers, this ban means more than lost sales. It strikes at the heart of their marketing strategy, with 50% of TikTok users making purchases after watching content, and a platform driving $1 billion in monthly small business revenue. The stakes are high. This changes everything. Now, that is pretty crazy. That sums up everything I was saying about so many people who have created brands. I mean, there were so many people who were struggling prior to just get known in whatever it was they were doing, whether that's being an author, writing a book, whether that's you got tarot readers. I mean, literally every niche, musicians. So many people were able to just get their business right and shoot off into popularity and able to get that 1,000 die-hard fans that's needed in any business. So and just having those fans, hopefully a lot of those people have set up their own websites and have and use TikTok as a platform to drive those fans to their website so that they could still find them if anything were to happen. Now, it says TikTok's system works differently from other social media. Each new video gets shown to 300 to 500 random users. No paid ads needed. No years spent building a following. See, that's big. I remember when TikTok first started, it was like everyone was getting views. There's a lot of people on YouTube who have blown up on YouTube because their TikToks have blown up. So they've used TikTok is just like how I said with a website, is a way to bring traffic over, and it's helped their account a lot. That is definitely something that will have people scared, of course, because it threatens their foundation, right, that they built. It says users spend 58.24 minutes daily on the app, opening it an average of 19 times to check what's new. This creates real opportunities for businesses who show up consistently. Businesses find TikTok success through volume and speed. Now, here's another thing that I seen interesting. TikTok users, they're now flocking to a Chinese app called RedNote as the ban looms. Ain't that crazy? So now we got another app that may be as big as TikTok because everyone's going over there. So it says TikTok users in the U.S. are migrating to a Chinese app called RedNote with the threat of a ban just days away. The move by users who call themselves TikTok refugees has made RedNote the most downloaded app on Apple's U.S. App Store on Monday. RedNote is a TikTok competitor popular with young people in China, Taiwan, and other Mandarin-speaking populations. It has about 300 million monthly users and looks like a combination of TikTok and Instagram. It allows users, mostly young urban women, to exchange lifestyle tips from dating to fashion. Now, with so much Americans going over there, it's interesting to see how that will develop as people's different cultures just intertwine more with each other. I don't know, maybe it was a plan all along. But to be honest, I'm not going to rush to go download Red Note. I actually was gonna, and I thought about it. I'm not gonna rush to do anything actually. It's just crazy when I sit back and I just look at already what's going on. I mean, you got Macy's announcing a lot of stores closing down, including the store I worked at when I was in my early 20s. In Pennsylvania, you got Kohl's shutting down a lot of stores. You got GameStop shutting down a lot of stores. It's been a lot of stuff closing down. So it's like you have this kind of collapse, you have this retail collapse, and now you got this TikTok collapse. You got so much changing. So for me personally, I feel like the best thing to do is continue to. This is why I rock with YouTube, though. You know, I always knew YouTube was like, it just has so much different tools, right? And YouTube is like the big leagues, right? It's the big leagues, it's the professionals. You succeed on YouTube. I mean, that's great. TikTok, you know, not to say it's not the big leagues are not up there, but man, look what's happening now. You know, so YouTube, kind of the way they operate, is almost like it's your own Netflix in a sense, right? That's why I like YouTube. It's like, yeah, your own Hulu, your own Netflix, your own Amazon Prime, you know, your own TV show. So, and they set up so much, you know, you can put your own store on YouTube. I mean, it's just so much you can do. But still, I would definitely still recommend for people to have their own websites, which I'm even speaking to myself when I say that. Personally, how do I feel about the ban? I mean, there's always a pro and con to everything. There is a lot of negativity. There is a lot of young people who are just indulging in taking in too much stuff that they shouldn't be. But then on the flip side of that coin, it's the reverse effect. There's a lot of people who are taking in a lot of positivity, you know, learning a lot of stuff about their self, about their culture. I mean, pretty much every aspect, and they're learning it quick with those quick TikTok reels. So, yeah, you know, I mean, a lot of people will definitely be hurt by that for sure. So I guess we're gonna have to stick around and truly see what happens. With that being said, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll be back with more soon. Much love.